That's amazing. God, every time I hear him, it's like that voice, man. You're born with a voice like that. Your entire future's mapped out to play hard rock as a lead singer.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste.
I'm a king of rock, there is none higher. Sucker MCs should call me sire. To promote my kingdom, you must use fire.
I am proud to announce that today's video is sponsored by Extra's next generation extra thin compact wallets. They do have the quickest card access available. You can click that and it will literally pop them up layered, so you're not searching through them. You can just pick the one you want. They also have RFID to prevent against skimming and data theft. And probably the coolest feature of all is this wallet actually has GPS tracking and a way to find it if you misplace it. So if you have GPS tracking, if it gets stolen, if you misplace it or whatever, you have no idea where it is, you can actually pull up an app and spot it on a map. However, if you know you just simply misplaced it, can't find it, and left it in the pocket, some wall, in a laundry room, whatever, you can click on a button and it will literally sit there and start ringing until you find it. Right now, there is a 25% discount. Please click on the link below. The discount will not be around forever, so get yours today. There's a couple different models out there, different colors, so check it out. Now back to the music.
Good day, everyone. Welcome back to Glitch in the Matrix. Have Harrison here with me today. For those of you that are already subscribed to the channel, you might have already saw that I made an announcement, and I also made it on Instagram, that me and Harrison were going to do something pretty special today. At least it's special to me. I hope you guys think it's special too. I think it's incredible. I stumbled across this video and I immediately knew that it had to be done. It's going to be AC/DC, but get this, it's with Bon Scott, and it's A Long Way to the Top If You Want to Rock and Roll, and it's from 1976, and I haven't seen the whole thing. I watched a few bits and pieces of it just to make sure sound quality was there, stuff like that, but the parts that I saw, I'm so excited to watch this because this is actually fresh to me too. And it's from a show in Australia called Bandstand, like, you know, and they used to have American Bandstand in the US, and then they had Top of the Pops in the UK. This is actually from a show called Bandstand, 1976. Angus Young is 20 years old, Bon Scott killing it, and this is where this is why I wanted to bring Harrison in. One, just because it's an awesome, energetic song, but two, we actually get to watch, usually when bagpipes come on and stuff like that, it's always, you know, a very similar kind of tune to it, stuff like that. I mean, we watch, you know, me and your mom watch some shows based in Scotland and stuff like that. We actually plan to visit Scotland hopefully in the next year. So bagpipes always have a very similar tune and song and the way they do things. He actually rocks out in the middle of the song with bagpipes. And to me, that is just an epic moment in music. Anyway, this is from 1976, so it has Bon Scott, which is incredible to me. A lot of people are always talking about, you know, Bon Scott is a god, and I've posted things with Brian Johnson as the lead singer, which is what you would know AC/DC as normally. And a lot of people don't think Brian Johnson compares to Bon Scott. It was actually Bon Scott's idea to get Brian Johnson as the new lead singer if anything ever happened to him. And Bon Scott actually died in 1980, and there's speculation on this that it's not 100% accurate, but essentially it's widely known that he died of alcohol poisoning. He drank himself to death, essentially. And that was in 1980, and then they put out the album with Brian Johnson, Back in Black, and that was actually a tribute to Bon Scott. So anyway, I'm talking a lot about this. I just wanted to get all the facts out there. I wanted Harrison to kind of have some history behind this. Killer song. I'm so excited about the bagpipes. That's what I'm most excited to see, these bagpipes shredded on this song. It's going to be so cool. Anyway, let's go ahead and hop into it. AC/DC with Bon Scott, 1976, doing It's a Long Way to the Top If You Want to Rock and Roll. Before we start, though, let me back up just half a second. The song itself, just real quick, very self-explanatory from the title of it, but it's really about the trials and tribulations of a rock band coming up and trying to make it in the music world. Right. So it's very, very self-explanatory. The song's been in movies. It was actually in the movie School of Rock from back in the day. I think it's been in some other things as well, but I can't recall them, so I just leave it alone. Anyway, let's go ahead and hop into it. AC/DC 1976 Bandstand doing It's a Long Way to the Top If You Want to Rock and Roll, with some killer bagpipes in the middle of it. Hopefully should be a good time. So Harrison's got his party hat on.
Yes.
A little bit late to the Cinco de Mayo party, but better late than never. Anyway, let's go ahead and hop into it. Before we do, get out there and follow us on Instagram, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget about our $1 a month Patreon account. And do you know, lately I've actually been selling a lot of merchandise.
Have you?
Yeah, which is surprising because I put it out a long time ago. It's been very, very slow, but lately I've actually sold quite a few. It's going pretty well, so don't forget we have some pretty cool merchandise down there, and I'm actually thinking about redoing my my logo, and I'm working on something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Stay tuned for updates on that. But for now, let's quit delaying. Let's get into some AC/DC. Yeah. 70s dancing. God, they look like kids on stage. They're already not tall to begin with. Like, he's 5'8". Oh, really? So, he's really short.
Going to a show, stopping on the byways, playing rock and roll, getting robbed, getting stoned, getting beat up.
Oh, he's holding the bagpipes.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's not even that he just walks over, picks up the bagpipes.
Yeah,
like,
he's
holding the bagpipes during performance. I just wanted to stop it because like the second he started singing, I'm like, and I know Bon Scott music. I used to have some Bon Scott AC/DC albums back in the day. I've even done other Bon Scott on the channel, but God, every time I hear him, it's like that voice, man. You're born with a voice like that. Your entire future's mapped out to play hard rock as a lead singer. Mm-hmm. It's just the most great hard rock voice.
From the bone, getting head, getting took. I tell you folks, it's harder than it looks. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. So from the D's to the one-night stands, try playing in a rock roll band. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
That's amazing. I was looking at some comments on the original video of this, and I was laughing so hard at some of the stuff. And you know those comments where it's like, "Oh, hey, do this." It's like, "You can't do this," and somebody's like, "Here, hold my beer."
Yeah.
Somebody commented, they're like, "You can't play bagpipes on a hard rock song," and they're like nobody or like everybody. You can't play bagpipes on a hard rock song. Bon Scott, here, hold my beer, because he's shredding it. Probably gonna get shot for pausing that right in the middle of the chorus. But I wanted to point this out to you. I thought you'd enjoy the story. The reason he is always dressed like that, like shorts, like a schoolboy uniform, is when he was actually in school, he would go straight from school in his schoolboy uniform to band practice. And that's just what he kept playing in.
Just kept doing it.
So literally, as in 30 years later, when they were performing, he was still wearing the same stuff.
It's a long way to the top if you wanna rock and roll. So you wanna be a star, stage and scream.
70s video technology.
But that mean it's a long way to the top if you wanna rock and roll. It's a long way to the top if you wanna rock and roll. And it's a long way to the top if you wanna rock and roll. It's a long way to the top if you wanna rock and roll. It's a long way. It's a long way. It's a long way. It's a long way.
I was hoping we were going to get some more of those. I wish we could have saw her face. Normally I would end it there.
AC/DC with It's a Long Way to the Top. It's number 16 on our top. What was that?
No, that was the host of the show coming out. Normally I would cut it off at the end of the song, but I just wanted to see the host come out. True 70s fashion, a big pink suit for TV. What do you think, man?
That was fun to watch the bagpipes. That was my favorite part.
It was so good.
I never heard that song either before.
Good.
I've heard a lot of ACDC stuff.
Good. That's definitely their early stuff. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, that's one of their. I think that thing hit number 5 or something like that. It was a big chart topper for them. It was one of their very first songs, mainstream songs, I think, ever. In fact, don't quote me on that. I'm just speaking here on what I think I know. But overall, it's a killer song. Like, that song's got enough energy to actually. I know it's not what you've been looking for like 2000s high energy song. That song's got enough energy to keep you jogging. Anyway, good experience though, right?
That was cool.
From the 70s, man, that was killer. God, he was a great front man, just great front man. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was a really good time for me to stumble across this. I did not know this existed. If you've already seen it, I hope you enjoyed our version of it and chatting about it. If you haven't seen it, I'm just going to say you're welcome because that was truly, truly something special. Are you going to sleep?
Okay.
Anyway, get out there, subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Don't forget about our $1 a month Patreon account. And don't forget about our merchandise, which is, I haven't promoted merchandise in months, but the fact that it's starting to sell.
Below.
Yep. I figure I'll go ahead and start promoting it. Anyway, until next time, thanks for watching this one. We'll be back soon.